there. How are you doing today? Sam Goodman, palehorsemediaco, bringing you another episode of Really Fucking Scary Stories. How are you doing today? I hope that you are doing absolutely fantabulous wherever you find yourself in this weird, wacky, wonderful, macabre, scary world. Things are going well for us, I gotta say. You know, we're running with these few episodes from our haunted road trip, and that's what we're going to dive into a little bit more of today. Today we are bringing you an episode live, previously recorded live from the Copper Queen Motel in the super haunted, the super cool Bisbee, Arizona. Yeah, that's all I can say. It was super fun. I've got to tell you, if you've not been to Bisbee, you should go. This was my first time. This is my family's first time going to Bisbee, and it was super amazing. We really, really, really enjoyed ourselves. The town is just neat. It's just different. Just the way that it's built is different. It's like in this little, I would call it a holler, being from southwestern Virginia. It's kind of built in this rocky ravine holler thing, and the houses are just like stacked up the sides of the mountain, and it feels really tight and like really close together in a really cool, fun way. And plus, it's super quirky, and there's an amazing LGBTQ plus scene that's going on there as well. Every shop that we went into had Bisbee pride stickers and pride flags, and it was just a really neat, interesting, open, artsy, super hippie, super artistic, super eclectic place. It was right up my alley. It was kind of everything that I kind of, sort of, definitely enjoy. So we're going to jump right into this thing, but before we do, make sure that you go follow Pale Horse Media Co. on all things social media. That's the easiest way to keep up with this. We dump episodes to YouTube. We talk about stuff on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else. So if you're interested in keeping up with us or getting in touch with us, that's a super easy way. You can also head over to palehorsemedia.co and follow along there. You can head over to my personal website, sugoodman.com, if you want to kind of see everything that's going on in my world. And then obviously we're all on social media, from me to Jarrell to Shy to everyone except for Avery. Avery's in this episode, her daughter. She's not on social media yet. She's 6. So let's hopefully hold off on that for about another 100 years before she ends up anywhere near social media. But yeah, today is, of course, it's brought to you by Pale Horse Media Co. It's also brought to you by my latest book, Obscured, and all the other kind of books that I've been churning out and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to shut up. We're going to dive right into this thing. And let's talk about Bisbee, Arizona, and in particular, the Copper Queen. Hello. You want to say hello, Avery?
Hi.
Where are we at today? A little spooky place called the Copper Queen Hotel in Bisbee, Arizona. You hear all the static rolling in the background because we're running the SB7 Spirit Box to start with, right? Avery is not having... She does not like the Spirit Box. I think that we should start just by saying, is anyone here with us? How about Julia Lowe? Julia, are you here with us? Why don't you say hello? Nothing. The battery just died. Uh-oh, Julia Lowe just killed the battery, I think.
You can speak through this box here.
Yeah, Avery.
Who's with us right now?
Well, while they're playing with the SB7 Spirit Box, which we have not heard anything through so far since we've done this trip. We go to Tombstone tonight. We're going to go check that out. But we've been enjoying Bisbee for the past...
I've been enjoying the place that we were here, the place that we were there before this.
Avery really liked Tucson. She liked the Hotel McCoy, which is super cool, as we kind of ran it on being really cool before. But
I like Tucson because that's where my teacher goes.
yeah, her teacher goes to Tucson. The SB7 finally just died, but yeah. So we're hanging out here in the Copper Queen Hotel. We are in what room is this?
We're in room 302.
302. Did you have any experiences last night when we stayed the night?
Me, no. I just get like weird feelings.
So he wasn't asleep. He didn't sleep at all. So that's why I
could not
asked.
sleep. I didn't sleep till like 3 in the morning or 4. Because I don't know. Like right when I went to sleep around
You
probably.
woke me up and asked me about like a bump or something. You're like, did you really bump?
No, I woke up a couple times because I fell asleep and I had sleep paralysis. I couldn't move, so I decided to stay up until I fall asleep, and then something. There's a big bang, and that's when I gave you a shove.
Yeah, I heard some of the bangs this morning because I woke up probably around 4, probably right after you went to sleep and laid there for a while because I couldn't go to sleep because Avery kept elbowing me in the face. So when we booked our room, we all ended up sleeping in a queen size bed. So it's Avery kept elbowing me in the face. I couldn't sleep. But yeah, I heard a couple of the bangs kind of between 4 and 5, but the doors, the walls are paper thin, so I chalk it up to just kind of that. I heard kind of like some scraping. I don't know if you heard did you hear the scraping?
Did you really hear it?
Yeah, I heard scraping probably around 4 or 5 this morning, right before sun come up.
I heard that too.
There was like some weird like metallic scraping sounds that I heard. But again, the walls are thin. The doors creak. Super old. This hotel's I don't know if I had the history. The Copper Queen was constructed between 1898 to 1902, so it officially opened in 1902. It was constructed by the Phillips Dodge Corporation to serve as lodging for investors and dignitaries visiting the nearby copper mine. So Bisbee is a copper mining town. What do you think about the town before we get too much further? Because we explored the town a little bit yesterday. What do you think, Avery? What do you think about Bisbee?
I like it, but it's a little scary because we're in
The town is really cool, though.
No, it's actually really interesting. I like how everything is like centered through like the paranormal stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of that. Everything in Bisbee is old as dirt, like literally old as dirt. Like everything is as old as this hotel. All the shops are super old. The streets are just jam-packed. Like it's really interesting because it's almost built in. I guess it's not really. I guess it is kind of a valley, a mountain.
Yeah.
Something is built on here, so it's all kind of like it's all. There's not much real estate. What, Avery?
But where we're staying has a little restaurant. And there's really cool stories about that.
Yeah, it does. But everything's kind of jammed together. Like when we first got here trying to figure out how to park, like there's no parking anywhere. We ended up having to park at like a YWCA across the street.
Everything's like a one enter, one exit.
Like the roads are very narrow. Like you can tell that they were built like they were just trails. They're just like horse and buggy trails.
I actually liked it though.
And a lot of little one-way streets, wacky little roads where you're like, I hope I don't meet somebody on this road because we're all going to die. Like it's pretty.
It's just
like, really
old,
narrow.
but
I
it's
can't explain
nice.
how narrow
It has a lot of character.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's a really cool town. Super colorful. I think that's the one thing that really stood out to me about the town is how kind of artistic and eclectic, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but hippie-ish the town is. Bisbee's not very big. They obviously have a massive Pride celebration though too, because there's like Pride stickers everywhere.
Every store has a what do you call those rainbow stickers about?
Yeah, it's like Pride stickers,
support,
and then
which is nice.
Just all kinds of cool stuff, cool little restaurants and stuff. So I would encourage folks to come to it. I would encourage folks to come stay at the Copper Queen. The Copper Queen is old.
Yes,
that's the best way I can describe it. The rooms are they're old. I don't think they've really been updated. Most of the fixtures are original. It's not really most of the furniture appears to be original to the hotel. So yeah, if that's the kind of stuff you're into, I would really, really encourage you to come here. So when we first got here, we talked to the receptionist lady that checked us in, and she told us about a couple of ghost stories, right?
Yeah, so we just talked about it while she was checking us in. We just asked her, like, have you noticed anything? Has anything happened? And she had some interesting stories. But
That's what I was talking about when I said they had really cool stories about ghosts.
Yeah, that's when Avery officially got scared. Yeah.
and so what she was saying, the checking lady, that there's always there's like two sisters,
Like young
two little
kids, yeah.
two little kids, like two little girls that would appear in their dining room downstairs. She said that's one of the main ghosts that people, like visitors, would notice, or like in a blink of an eye you'd see them like on the side or something like that. Then also like a tall man wearing a top hat, who was an accountant. I guess there was an accountant floor in this hotel?
On the 4th floor, she said.
Yeah.
It was just, that's where the accountant's room was at, she said.
Yeah, and then since this accountant was big on cigars, people say like people that would stay in the 4th floor would have a good sense, or they would smell strong
Like
odor
cigar smoke.
of cigar smell.
Yeah, so she said she's seen him, actually.
Yeah, like his shoulder or something.
Yeah, and then she's seen the other two in
The dining
dining
room.
room. Yeah, she said she basically went to clock out, because I guess that's where they clock out at, is kind of the back of the dining room, and then she turned around and seen them, and then I guess they like a double take, and then they were gone. So that's pretty wild.
But she said there's like no one like mean or harmful.
No. A lot of the ones that I was reading about, and that's the reason why I was kind of summoning Julia Lowell, is because she is one of the more famous ones that supposedly stays here on the 3rd floor and the 4th floor. So Julia Lowell, as women back in that day kind of did in mining towns, young single women without family, I guess. Julia Lowell was a prostitute, and that's how she made ends meet, and she serviced the Copper Queen Hotel. And apparently her story goes that she fell in love with one of her clients. We'll just say clients. And when she confessed her love to that client, he basically said, pass, see you later, and refused to talk to her anymore. And then unfortunately, she took her own life after that. And so they claim most of the experiences with Julia Lowell are felt on it's the 2nd and 3rd floors. So we're on the 3rd floor. We're in 302 on the west side. I don't know if we're on the west side of the building, but somewhere over here. But it's pretty interesting because she likes men, and maybe that's why we didn't get any Julia Lowell sightings, just because that we're not her type.
No.
We're not her type. But she likes men, and she likes to, from what I'm reading, she likes to whisper little things into their ears. She likes to be at the base of the stairs. Like, so when people come around the stairs, when men come around the stairs, and like the stairs, it has like this really big winding staircase. It's beautiful, creaky old staircase, really cool. But apparently, when you come around the side and look down, you'll see her like dancing provocatively at the base of the stairs. That's one of her other ones. And one of her more interesting haunts is she likes to play with men's feet.
Oh no! I thought you were tickling my feet last night.
I never touched your feet last night.
Nah, just kidding. I was playing with your feet last night. Yeah, huh? Stop it.
So those are things that she likes to do. So there's actually a Julia Lowell room here in the hotel. As Jarrell mentioned, there's the kids. There's a couple kids. There's the accountant. Yep. We have some toys. Avery brought some toys, but the kids didn't want to play with the toys.
Play with them.
Avery's like, pass. You want to play with the ghost kids?
No.
I was waiting for that one little ghost.
Well, there's a boy. There's a little boy as well, and he's reported to have drowned. I didn't catch his name. She said his name.
I thought it was Billy.
He's like, I think it is Billy. He drowned in the San Pedro River, apparently, and his parents and relatives or something worked in the hotel, and basically he likes to hang out and move stuff. He likes to move objects. He likes to play pranks. So we've been packing up. We're recording this one in the morning after our